Yo, it's Guido. Welcome back to Guest Help Week, and we got a good one here. It is LX Diablo X Lubo from Clan Goat. It's Diablo. Our friend Diablo always sends in quality replays. He's going to drop a significant amount of damage here, but we're going to concentrate on several things here. We're going to look at positioning. We're going to look at shot selection, both where he shoots and who he shoots, reaction to the flow of the game, patience, and a very calm, cool, and collected 5 or 6 grand worth of damage and some assists chucked in. It might be up to 7 or 8. I'm not sure. We'll look at it at the end. It's a lot. I didn't count it all up. All I know is I watched it and I went, that's a lot. Okay, it's a lot. And Diablo knows how to drop a lot of damage. It is very instructive to watch how he plays. We'll try to break some of this down for you guys. Very nice. All right, so this is, he actually has Assault turned on, which I do not. Very interesting. Used to have Assault turned on. Some of the Assault maps are very imbalanced, although to be honest, at this point, there are a smattering of imbalanced maps, tanks as well, but maps, in all of the types, whether it's Standard, Assault, or Encounter. So I don't know. I guess it's 6s at this point. This is Redshire, fellas. It's the Assault version of Redshire. He is on defense. So looking at the numbers here, at least for NA, defense wins 47.56% of the time and Assault 52.44% of the time. This is approaching a 5%. For me, anything above 5% is starting to get out of hand in terms of balance. But we're on the worst side, but he's going to have a great game here. One Artie, a Tier 8 and Tier 7 battle. He's in the AAT-60. The other reason I wanted to feature this battle, because I haven't actually seen much fighting in this thing. I think I have it. I don't even remember where it came from, to be honest. Might be in my garage somewhere, maybe not. But it is a fairly recent premium that's come out. It's an American premium, I believe. So, Tier 8 AAT-60 medium tank. Take it away, Diablo. Whoa, hold on. We have a turbo, so we get around faster. We have hardening. Interesting choice for a medium, but it is a hold down type of thing, and a rammer with some Coca-Cola chucked in there. Hey, it is an American. Now I know for sure because it's using Coke. Not that kind, fellas. Not that kind, all right? Not the snowy kind, the liquid kind, which used to have the snowy kind in it, from my understanding. Some version of it anyway. Off we go to the northern side of the battle. Do we not have sound? Oh, I hate it when it does that. All right, maybe we'll have gun sounds, hopefully. Maybe we have to start this one over. All right, we've got some customers. We have gun sounds. That'll work. All right, so right off the bat, heads north. He knows that there will be potentially guys trying to cross here. If the enemy team can get into that northern nook where the burr is, that is an unholy nightmare for the defending team, because they just sweep all this section with fire and it's just brutal. Plus they've got some nice camo to hide behind, rocks, and a low spot. But as you can see, if the enemy team has any kind of clue, or the defending team has any kind of clue, that move is going to be very painful. And it turns out to be very painful for this 56 TP, and I believe the M2Y, and eventually the T25AT. This guy's just like, maybe I can make it, I don't know. I said we would talk about shot selection, both where and who. This guy is the first one to try to get across. Nice job with the track on that dude. That's exactly where he was aiming, by the way. You saw it kind of aim towards the back end there. The last shot, did it go for the track? No, because I think he knew it was underneath or inside of his alpha damage for a kill. He went center of mass, at least in terms of the center of the side of the tank. You're gonna just watch him do this. I'll try to, let you know when it happens when I see it, but it's nearly every shot. They're all very well aimed. So we find the T25AT. We're already up to 1,600 damage, guys. We're barely a minute into it. We have 1,600 and 368 assists. So great initial positioning. Knew exactly where he wanted to do. The enemy team obliged, to be honest, but hey, they went across there. He was in the right spot. He was there to stop them from doing that, and stop them he did. This poor T25AT thinks he's just going to be a hold down TD guy. Let me just come up here and see if I can get a shot with my 219 hit points, and Diablo says, well, okay, maybe not this time. Right back, and he just sits there. Third time's a charm. Down goes the T25AT. We have 2 kills, guys. 1,800 damage plus 368 assists. Basically shut down that entire flank. Got 3 kills. Diablo's team's lost to 40T. Now he's going to move back to the middle. This is what you want to do on this map, especially with a hold down tank, and the G-Sword does something silly and gets nuked. So now the silly G-Sword is gone. Watch Diablo's patience here, his care. One of the things about trading and taking shots in this game is to make sure that you are not exposing yourself more than you have to for the shot that you're taking. So you've got to calculate the danger of the poke. And right now it's no time to jump out and charge them and let them take all your hit points. Yes, we are winning 5-2, but we don't want to do something foolish. So we see the 75-1K making a move. Watch how he tracks it. What he's trying to do there, folks, as most of you know, is get the highlight. Now he sees it, takes a shot right into his side. Watch the absolute care with which he engages this. He doesn't want to come up too high because stuff on the other side might shoot him. Zooms out for a bit, takes a look at what's going on. He's like, oh, I have just a little bit of the top of the tank, but not quite enough. Now watch his shift, his aim shift right here. I thought he might shoot, but he looked over here and said, oh, you know what? This guy's going to clear right out into the open, another blap into his side. Very nice. And man, we have cranked up to 2,800. 2,800 damage is a good game, right? I'm not saying it's an amazing, absolutely a insanely great game, but that's a good game for just about anybody, and we are just getting started. So he's already chipped in 2,800 plus 368 and 2 kills to his team within 3.5 minutes. Good positioning, good shot selection, keeping the gun in the game. Now 75-1 is a bit of an issue right here. If we take a look at the positioning, right? I mean, he's low hit points, so he's not causing huge problems. But any move down here towards the south becomes a problem with shots from this side, potentially over here like the 34-1, and of course the rest of their guys that are over here, the Galwika, 34, GFT, etc. So moving too far south right now could get us into a crossfire we don't want to really do. So you're going to watch Diablo sort of hang out here. Now he finds this goofball, zaps him to 312. And now he's working his way back towards the middle, thinking about it. I want you to watch what happens with the cap here in just a moment. I think the enemy team starts to feel the pressure a little bit, and somebody jumps on cap thinking that maybe they can put some pressure and make somebody do something stupid. That is not what Diablo does, all right, guys? Nor is that what you should do. You look at that and go, all right, whatever, 1.5 minutes. It's not an emergency. It's the Kalana. We can see him because we only have the little number 1 up there. So more than likely it's the Kalana. In fact, 100% it's the Kalana. I'm sure Diablo would push in there and make something happen if he needed to, but he doesn't right now. He can be absolutely patient. Doesn't want to poke or expose unless he really needs to, and he doesn't need to. We find somebody else wandering around over there. And now he starts working his way in. Come on here, and he finds the Kalana being silly. Puts a nice shot into him. Gets a 307 roll and resets the cap. Clearing the guys out of the castle would be nice. There's one of them. Being silly, sitting out in the open. Slap him, we'll back out. This dude's going to die. He doesn't even bother with him, right? He hits him, swings around this way. Someone else will kill that more than likely. As we come around here, watch the way he shoots or where he aims for the Kalana. Comes around the corner, gets a little hold down action going on right here. Watch this shot selection. I'll try to pause it. Watch where he shoots him. Right into that back corner, into the wheel. Also, nice possibility of getting into one of the hit boxes there. It gets damaged. Tries the track, doesn't, but probably damaged the track. Kalana's moving around, and now we're just going to engage the Kalana. We've got that nice hold down capability into the lower hole. Heavily armored. I don't know. We're shooting APCR, so it might be heat time. I think he might switch over here. This is going to be another APCR. And there you go. He switches to heat, right? Takes a couple good college tries at him. Backs out. Uses the time that the Kalana is reloading to get nice and hold down instead of sitting in that little nook where the Kalana might get a shot on him. Now that he's firing heat. Nice shot selection. Unlucky. Dude just snaps one off and hits him. Okay, fine. Not a whole lot you can do about that. He managed the threat as best he could. Now, check this out. So here comes the Borosk. I want you to watch this sequence. This is really important. Borosk shoots twice. He starts heading that way. Diablo sees this guy, the 50 TP. So choose your own adventure. What do? Chase the burr? Because by golly, he's a dangerous autoloader? Well, not right now. He's on a reload. We're also in really good shape overall. This guy, really, at this point, is more dangerous than the burr. If he manages to kill our burr or even the E25 or something, and we don't kill him quickly, and then their Borovsk reloads, now we got trouble. So he's going to prioritize the PR, who takes a big arty hit, nukes him, burr's still on the run with no reload, and now we've got 3 guns, right? We saved, I think he was actually going for the track there. Not sure, he'd have to let us know, but it certainly looked like it. Burr gets caught up on a building, and that's the end of him. And just like that, shot selection takes out the real threat, at least for the moment, keeps all these guys alive. Now we have 3 guns taking on a burr, even if he reloads. Really nicely done right there. Also notice just how calmly we went through that. I was probably the most excited person in that entire battle, at least between me and Diablo. He just calmly drove around, managing his threats, managing where he poked, taking good shots, good early position, good repositioning, flowing with the battle. And we're sitting at 5,699 and 1,200 assists. So math in public, what, 69, 66, 68, almost 7,000, 7K or so combined. Really 5 kills in an AAT-60, a medium tank, fellas. I'll have to look at it. That's a lot of shots. We took a bunch of shots. Although this does have a fairly decent alpha, I guess. 320 is pretty darn good. 320 is actually really good for a medium. Cool little tank, man. I hope I do have it. It's kind of got the, is it the AAE Phase 1 or whatever the other one is that's got that sort of turret like that. I think there's a heavy, Tier 9 heavy that has a turret looking something like that. And there you go, folks. I mean, you could watch that a couple times and pick up several other pointers on how to play this game at a high level. Thanks, Diablo, for sending that in. Really nice game. That is all I've got, guys. I think this is Friday. Don't quote me, but I believe we should have enough content to have some more guest help week next week. But that's all I've got for this one. We will see you.